Hello everyone, welcome to Moving to Night City, a Cyberpunk RED build show. This episode is part 3 of bringing the Star Fox franchise into the TTRPG of the dark future. Today's video focuses on Falco Lombardi, the hot-headed, friendly rival of Fox McCloud, the Star Fox team leader. As Falco is very similar to Fox, I built Fox's ACPA first and then changed it slightly to fit Falco's needs. Fox McCloud is an anthropomorphic red fox and expert R-Wing pilot who was instilled from a young age to never give up and always trust his instincts. As the team leader and protagonist, Fox is the main combative force on the team. Falco Lombardi is an anthropomorphic blue-feathered avian and the ace pilot of the Star Fox team. While Falco is a better pilot than Fox, his brash, rebellious, and stubborn nature often gets him tangled in dangerous situations where Fox ends up saving him. Now that I know about these two pilots, I believe Fox's defining features are that he's the team leader, his R-Wing is kitted out with weapons to take on a multitude of enemies, and finally, he needs to be mobile in order to catch up to his allies that require his assistance. As for Falco, his defining features are similar to Fox. His R-Wing is kitted out with weapons. However, he is a better pilot than Fox, so I'm going to ensure he can dodge bullets while in his ACPA. His last defining trait is that he's brash and reckless. Now, ACPA, or Assisted Combat Power Armor, was introduced in Interface Red Volume 5 in the Solo of Fortune 2045 a supplement article. Step 1 for creating these ACPAs is choosing the linear frames. Fox is better than average, but his skill is determined by player choices. So for Fox, I went with the beta frame, giving him a body of 14, 27 HP, and +2 move. For Falco, I need to ensure he's a bit better than Fox and can dodge bullets. In order to do so, I'm going to ensure he has a move of +3. The Omega frame comes with a body 16, 32 HP, and +3 move. So Falco gets the Omega frame. Next is onto the shell. For Fox, I'm going with the hybrid Metal Gear. This will give him 17 stopping power, an extra 10 hit points, but lower his move by 1. For Falco, I chose the light Metal Gear. It gives him 16 stopping power and +3 HP, which is less armor and health than Fox, making it so his brash actions will hurt a bit more, requiring Fox to save him, but it also doesn't lower his movement, which is super important. Now it's time to tune their ACPAs, starting with Fox. For acceleration, I'm going with option B and taking a -1 to his dex, instead of losing out on hit points. For hydraulics, I'm going with option A and lowering his SP by 1, putting him on par with Falco's ACPA. Then for maneuverability, I'm going with option A to lose 7 HP as I don't want to put any negatives to Fox's reflex stat. I'll gain those hit points back when tuning the weight by choosing option A. After all our tuning is done, this gives Fox's ACPA a body of 14, 37 hit points, 16 stopping power, and a -1 to dexterity. Now let's tune Falco's ACPA. For acceleration, I'm going to lose the health points, making Falco a bit squishier. For hydraulics, I'm going to go with option A and lose 1 stopping point, which puts him back under Fox's stopping power. For maneuverability, I'm going with option A to lose 7 hit points, but then I'll choose option A for weight and gain them back. In the end, this gives Falco's ACPA a body of 16, 28 hit points, 15 stopping power, and +3 move. I believe comparatively, this helps showcase that Falco is the better pilot, but does make him more susceptible to attacks if he gets in over his head. With the ACPA course complete, it's time to look at cyberware and weapons. As before, the first thing I add is a means of communicating with their fellow teammates, and give both Fox and Falco the Rockland Augmentics Neuron Internal Agent. And since the two pilots are so similar, I've adjusted their ACPAs to be different enough for their styles that I'm going to make their cyberware and onboard weapons identical, especially since they are weapons heavy and the main fighting force on the Star Fox team. For the rest of the cyberware, I'm giving Fox and Falco low light infrared and UV cyber optics, so they can see in a variety of light levels, Next, a targeting scope to help them hit their targets. And teleoptics, which, in addition to giving further detail for their sight, it gives a +1 to aim shots against targets 51 meters or yards, or farther away. As for weapons, I wanted to give as much variety as possible, starting with the Tektronika Russia BMG 500 Silver Edition, as I've made that a standard weapon for the Star Fox team. Next, I gave them a Militech Mountain Goat Rifle for more assault rifle power and ammo. Then a Tsunami Arms Helix Citrus Edition, an excellent quality machine gun. And as the last piece of weaponry, the Toa Manufacturing Type R2 rocket launchers for some versatile explosive damage if needed. This gives both Fox and Falco enough firepower and cyberware to enhance their skills while in the ACPA, while still giving room for additional weapons and cyberware, and upgrades that Slippy can install. With the ACPAs completely created, it's time to figure out their price. To do so, we begin with a base of 4,000 EB, add the cost of the linear frame, shell, and the cost of each onboard weapon and cyberware. The total for Fox's ACPA components is 31,674 EB. Then there's an additional 500 EB per onboard weapon and cyberware. Since we have 4 of the 6 slots in each section, it costs an additional 4K, bringing the total to 35,674 EB. The availability rating of this ACPA is equal to that of its most difficult to acquire component, which would be the beta linear frame, making Fox's ACPA availability super luxury. Now the total for Falco's ACPA components is 38,550 EB. Then we add our 4K for the onboard weapons and cyberware, bumping the price to 42,550. The most expensive piece in Falco's ACPA is the Omega frame, putting his in the super luxury category as well. With that, I've created Fox McCloud and Falco Lombardi's personal ACPAs. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Let me know what you thought of the build in the comments below and what changes you'd make. If you're a Chimba, be sure to like and subscribe.